All right, so ISTE standards as a whole throughout the course have been quite prevalent. Um, each one being centered on in different assignments. How did my work prepare me to facilitate and inspire student learning and creativity? And here we have the standard itself. Teachers use their knowledge of subject matter, teaching and learning, and technology to facilitate experiences that advance student learning, creativity, and innovation in both face-to-face and virtual environments. So overall, uh, my exposure to uh, lots of technological media via each assignment opened the door for creativity, innovation, and teaching potential to shine through. And I feel that I am well equipped to utilize tech tools not only to get my points across in the classroom, but also to make projects that have character and personality. Examples include instructional comics, which really showed off flexibility in terms of design and, of course, creativity. And this goes for the graphic organizer as well. The nutrition spreadsheet also, uh, I saw that as a way of viewing real world issues like nutrition uh, and putting a spin on it and presenting it in a way that's digestible. On to standard 2. How did my work prepare me to design and develop digital age learning experiences and assessments? And the standard itself is teachers design, develop, and evaluate authentic learning experiences and assessments, incorporating contemporary tools and resources to maximize content learning in context and to develop the knowledge, skills, and attitudes identified in the standards. The vast majority of the work I completed through the course uh, has prepared me for the crucial task of creating my own materials using various tools as central platforms. Content creation as a teacher is very pertinent, especially with technology having such the seat it has today in our society. The blog unit in particular, I saw as uh, derivative of substandard A, design or adapt relevant learning experiences that incorporate digital tools and resources to promote student learning and creativity. I also saw the multiple lesson plans as falling within substandard A, as they're both fruitful both to my understanding of the material at hand as well as the design aspect of technological integration. Website creation software I also saw as being a big part of standard 2, and I cited substandard C, customize and personalize learning activities to address students' diverse learning styles, working strategies, and abilities using digital tools and resources. And I mean, website creation software can be used pretty much vividly in a classroom as a teacher. Student portals, an example I have here. As for standard 3, how did my work prepare me to model digital age work and learning? And the standard itself says, teachers exhibit knowledge, skills, and work processes representative of an innovative professional in a global and digital society. And for me, I said, teaching a class in our current bustling technological age requires up-to-date knowledge of relevant applications and processes. Each assignment within this course covered a different topic, broadening my understanding of such applications and as a result, produce work that is not only derivative of general comprehension, but also legitimate skill, which is quite pertinent in a classroom where technology is a tool being utilized. And I cited discussion threads here, having proven to be innovative in terms of creating a digital society, falling particularly under substandard B, collaborate with students, peers, parents, and community members using digital tools and resources to support student success and innovation. I also saw the lecture capture assignment as being prevalent for standard 3, and I cited substandard C, communicate relevant information and ideas effectively to students, parents, and peers using a variety of digital age and formats. I cite substandard C again here with the unit on coding, which allowed both for students and teachers to create their own educational content. On to Standard 4. How did my work prepare me to promote and model digital citizenship and responsibility? The standard itself. Teachers understand local and global societal issues and responsibilities in an evolving digital culture and exhibit legal and ethical behavior in their professional practices. Now, obviously, a teacher has to abide by ethics and law within their content, but they also have to make sure that their students maintain this mindset as well, especially when using technology and especially when using the internet. I went on to say, my exposure to various resources on the internet has only strengthened my understanding of how significant maintaining legal and ethical practices online can be. Technology should be a tool utilized for strengthening knowledge and building bonds, not for manipulation or causing harm, which is unfortunately quite prevalent these days. These core ideas are ones that I will prioritize in my technology-filled classroom, and obviously, online squabbles, big hot topics on the internet, are entirely unrelated to class material and would never find a way into the classroom, unless it's like, high school level modern events, current events, but that's not my intended profession. Examples included were the Unit 1 assignment, the video response activity on high and low tech environments, strengthened Substandard B in my eyes, address the diverse needs of all learners by using learner-centered strategies providing equitable access to appropriate digital tools and resources. Exposure to each scenario provided me with diversified insights on real-world tech-enriched school settings, which I found to be quite useful. I cite Substandard B again here with lesson planning in general, as I needed to accommodate for multiple learning styles with each of my lessons. Finally, with Substandard D, I note discussion posts, Substandard D being develop and model cultural understanding and global awareness by engaging with colleagues and students of other cultures using digital age communication and collaboration tools. Despite being a fairly small group, I feel that each of my fellow classmates' discussion posts gave me a glance into their lives and their backgrounds and their cultures. Since I may have said a few things like, "Oh yeah, I knew interactive whiteboards during my time," but then I would read someone else and they'd say, "I never really had any exposure to that." And being conscious of other people's strengths, weaknesses, and different backgrounds entirely can be quite pertinent, especially in a classroom full of diverse individuals. Finally, Standard 5. How did my work allow me to engage in professional growth and leadership? Standard 5 reads, teachers continuously improve their professional practice, model lifelong learning, and exhibit leadership in their school and professional community by promoting and demonstrating the effective use of digital tools and resources. For me, ongoing exposure to various forms of technology throughout the course has granted me the ability to utilize technology for growth as a leader as well as growth as a provider of education, which is, of course, the prime objective. A few examples include the discussion posts as a whole. I saw them as linking to Substandard A, participate in local and global learning communities to explore creative applications of technology to improve student learning. Each discussion strengthened everyone's understanding of the material, paving the way for many bright, functional classrooms in the future. My Weebly portfolio acts as a grand collection of all prior accomplishments during my time with the course, and I feel the process behind its creation centers on Substandard B. Exhibit leadership by demonstrating a vision of technology infusion, participating in shared decision-making and community building, and developing the leadership and technology skills of others. I've noted this substandard above, as opposed to other ones, since given the discussion posts, lots of these assignments were unconsciously group efforts. I found myself reading discussion posts as a way of molding my own assignment, not as a way of, for lack of a better term, cheating, but more to get more perspective on an assignment. If I see someone struggling in one area, I'll try to focus on it more. And finally, the great amount of research engaged in over the course of the class, for instance, searching for Web 2.0 tools, strengthens my understanding of Substandard C. Evaluate and reflect on current research and professional practice on a regular basis to make effective use of existing and emerging digital tools and resources in support of student learning. Which overall provides more information, more knowledge to bring to the table. How can I be a teacher without ample research in several areas, especially technology in the present day?